Go to item number 7, ordinances, general plan amendment for 346 Walton Avenue, applicant Parmjeet Bains, property owner Stellar Scripts Inc. Mr. Bush.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. This is a general plan amendment and rezone request for the property located at 346 Walton Avenue. This is the subject property here, as you can see, at the just roughly a block north of the intersection of Franklin Avenue and Walton Avenue. The property to the immediate south here, and I don't know if you can see this, but this area right here was rezoned back in October of 2007 from residential to commercial for the development of the now existing retail business that's located on the site, the pharmacy, as well as the drive-through coffee store. That was approved by the Planning Commission. Thank you. That was approved by the Planning Commission in 2012. So shortly after that property was successful with development, the applicant or the owner of that property is now looking to expand his business that's located here up into this area here. And hence, we need the general plan amendment and rezone. As you can see on this very colorful map, on the left side over here, we have the existing general plan designations, and on the right side of the blue line over here, we have the proposed. Currently, the subject site is located here, and as you can see, it's medium, low-density residential. What they're proposing in order to expand their commercial development is to change that to match the community commercial that is currently existing for the pharmacy. We believe that that proposal is consistent with the surrounding properties to the south and to the east, and therefore we're supportive of the general plan amendment. Likewise, with the zoning, again, existing zoning here on the left-hand side of the blue line, proposed zoning over here. This is the subject property is currently zoned R2. The site down here, where the existing pharmacy is C2. So once again, they're proposing to be consistent to change that property from R2 to C2, which again, for the expansion of their proposed business. This is just a conceptual site plan of what we might see in the future. Again, here's the existing pharmacy building located here. This was shown as part of the pharmacy building when it was approved back in 2012. Speculative office space. So what we're looking at now in the future here is some retail and more combination retail office space back here, designed to match what we have here on the corner, which is a very attractive building. So, but this is something that we'll probably see at staff level because of the size of the buildings there. But we do believe that the proposal is a good fit for the area, and therefore we're supporting the proposed general plan amendment and rezone. With that, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Questions from council members?
To the mayor.
Yes.
Aaron, could you go back to your colorful slide with the, there we go. At the, I guess it would be the southeast corners, it's neighborhood commercial. What's the difference between that and community commercial?
Neighborhood commercial is more small scale. It's, you know, typically what you would call mom and pop, whereas community commercial is a little bit wider spreading. And this was probably due because of the smaller size here, and so you weren't expecting to get a larger center. And so that's really the difference. This expands the permitted uses to say something like you have across the street with the gas station, drive-throughs. Those type of uses typically aren't found in the neighborhood commercials.
But they're both zoned C2, so it's the same, but it's a different designation on the general plan.
Yes, it's a good catch, and for whatever reason, when the general plan was done, actually, it's C1 over here.
Oh, it's C1. That's there. Okay. All right. Thank you.
To the mayor.
Yes.
I assume this was completely vetted by the planning commission, and are any questions come up to them?
Thank you for bringing that up and reminding me. It was presented to the planning commission at their October 22nd planning commission meeting. There were a couple of comments about the likelihood of traffic conflicts coming out of here. Right now, the site is currently accessed at this point here onto Walton. There were some concerns expressed about another driveway location onto Walton, but as we discussed and shared from our Public Works Department, that there are no issues at this time that we're aware of, and that because of the stacking distance and so forth out here, we do not really foresee this as being a problem in the future, but that will be completely analyzed again when we get the development project.
Great. Well, I'm appreciative of the efforts of the planning commission to see this through, and therefore I'd make the recommendations A2F.
Well, we got a public hearing. But thank you. Yes.
It doesn't say public hearing.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Aaron,
I will take that back then.
Better.
Aaron, I just have two questions for you. Obviously, you've got the pharmacy corner, and then you've got the new proposed. I guess this would cause traffic be able to move through there with both parties signing agreements for traffic to move from one parcel to the other.
Yes, that will be a requirement for reciprocal parking and access.
Okay, and then also be able to get easement along from the new parcel to the new one, where they'll be able to widen that whole lane out, the turn lane.
Yes, whatever improvements, if any, would be required will be included as conditions of approval of the.
So it'll go back to the new duplex basically, because the new duplex was built without any kind of frontage, right? Just right there.
Yes, it won't go any further than that.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if not, I'm going to go ahead and open this period up for a public comment. Anyone from the public who wishes to comment on this item? Seeing that there's no mad rush to the podium, I'm going to go ahead and close this. And
Through the mayor,
Yes.
can I throw it back out?
You sure can.
Okay.
I'll second
I'd
that.
move the recommendation.
So we've got a motion and we have a second here to conduct the public hearing and bring it back. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Wonderful. Motion carries.